Shalom, y'all. I'm gonna have to make a part two to this video. Satan is on it, stopping the video. Um, but anyway, continuing on, I was talking about how Esau, Edom in the Bible, which is the biblical name of the so-called white man, woman, and child, are in rulership right now, man. They have the power on the earth. They have the power structure, the democracy. Their faces are plastered on the dollar bill, man. Okay, they have the influence throughout the globe. The pinnacle of beauty is the white woman, man. These are facts that are irrefutable. Things that aren't discussed on a daily basis. But we here at Great Millstone, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, we're gonna bring this out, man. And we're letting you know that pinnacle of beauty, all of that white privilege, everything that comes with white supremacy will be destroyed, man. And that is how the end is going to come, through this ministry first and foremost, when Yahweh Shai comes back and destroys it, man. All right, but I was reading verse 8, how Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, which is symbolic of Jacob bringing down Esau, man. But verse 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world. 2nd Ezra 69. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Now that is right there is spiritual, man. Esau being the end of the world, the end of this world, this rulership, this kingdom. All right, the end of the Greeks, the Romans, the Americans. It says that followeth, because that's the kingdom of heaven. All right, and that's never going to be destroyed. All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 44, and it reads, and in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven, which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay? Esau, Edom will be conquered in the end, man. And Jacob will rule forever. It says the kingdom of heaven will never be destroyed. And it's going to break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms. All right? The Moabite kingdom, the Elamite kingdom, the American kingdom, man. First and foremost, starting with Esau, Edom, man. The Lord is going to come back and destroy this place. When the Lord come back, he bringing down all rulership and power and authority. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, and verse, Salakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 24. And it reads, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. And like we just mentioned, Esau, Edom is in power right now. So the Lord is going to bring that power down, which is to the Lord being Yahweh Shai, man. This is talking about Yahweh Shai delivering up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, all right? Which is Yahweh. He's going to put down all rule and authority and power. Everybody that's in rulership right now that influence, first and foremost, start with Esau, Edom. He's going to be put under Yahweh Shai's feet, man. Verse 25, for he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet. All right. And who are our enemies? Pursuant to Psalm, the 83rd chapter. The enemies of the nation of Israel, man. Number one enemy being the nation of Edom. All right. The Ishmaelites, Moab, Amalek, just giving a few examples, roughly paraphrasing Psalm 83, man. This is what's coming. And we preach this, we reiterate these things because we have to warn y'all of what is coming upon the earth. Because most people don't know these things, and for those many who have learned, they're not going to believe it. But only the elect are going to understand this. Like Daniel, the 12th chapter says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. But the righteous shall understand. Only the righteous, which is the elect, are going to understand that Yahweh is getting ready to come back and destroy this fucking place, man. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, starting at the 24th verse, and it reads, Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, this Yahweh Shai, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of mine adversaries and avenge me of mine enemies. I mean, he's going to pay them back. He's going to take vengeance on them, man. And these are the adversaries of the nation of Israel. All right. Verse 25, and I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin, which is our impurities, which is the curses that are upon us, the filth. All right. Because our righteousness are as filthy rags, roughly paraphrasing, man. Verse 26, and I will restore thy judges, which are our rulers, man. All right. King David will be on his throne in the kingdom as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Because that's what's happened, man. Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, all right, place of peace or teachers of peace, all right, that will be the pinnacle of beauty once again, man. And everyone will flock to us, and they're going to see that we are on top, man. Verse 27, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness, which goes into what? The elect. All right. And Zion meaning monument. That is our government, man. Everything will be restored. All right. There will be no moes and bows in the kingdom, man. There will be no child molesters. There will be no raping. All right. Of animals, bestiality. Okay. All those things will be done away with. Everything will be done in righteousness, man. And ultimately, our enemies who have put us in this position, forwarded our affliction, will get their judgment. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, starting at the 12th verse. And it reads, For thus saith the Lord, thy bruised wound is grievous. The Lord is talking to the nation of Israel here. Our bruise being incurable and our wound being grievous goes into our curses, man. And all the curses that befell us pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Verse 13, there is none to plead thy cause. No one speaks on our behalf. We demonize the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man, who are the biblical Israelites. Nobody pleads our cause. Everybody's always calling the police on us and trying to up, always trying to get us fired. Always just trying to speak negatively, call us criminals, call us thieves, call us rapists. They're not pleading our cause, man. They don't help us. But reading on, it says that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. And ultimately that healing medicine is Yahweh Shai, and those new bodies in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 14, all thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy. Them curses, man. With the chastisement of a cruel one. For the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. All right. I believe it's the book of Baruch. It says, because you have sinned, I have done these things unto you. The Lord is basically telling our people, this is why you are in this position, man. Because you sinned against me. We broke the law, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 28:15 says, if you do not keep the commandments of the Lord, you will be cursed. fell upon us, and the curses that's on our people right now: poverty, mental health issues, you know, being the last hire, first fire, being heavily discriminated against. Everything that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians suffer on a daily basis is due to for disobedience. To go back to the disobedience in the Bible, man. The curses that fell on us for being disobedient. Verse 15, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity. Them curses are not going to come up off of us until Yahweh Shai takes them off, man. All right? But reading on, it says, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Like it says in the book of Baruch. All right? You know, a lot of our people wonder, why are we in this position? Why are we going through this? Why are we suffering that? Because you're disobedient and you haven't turned back to the Lord yet. You know, you don't listen to the prophets. You scoff at his mouthpiece, man. The Lord has revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, but most of our people aren't going to listen. 2/3 of the nation of Israel have to be cut off, man. And that is why they're going through what they're going through, because of the multitude of their iniquities, man. The scoffing, the scorning, the stealing, the killing, all right? The evil eye towards your own people, loving your enemies but hating your own people. That's a wicked ass thing to do, man. Being moles, being bows, you know? These things anger the Lord, man. And because you kindle the fire in his anger, which shall burn forever, he did these things unto us, man. You know, I'm not excluding myself because I'm under the curses too. But verse 16, reading on, says, therefore, all they that devour thee, which goes into the nations, shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, which is what? Your enemies, every one of them shall go into captivity. The nations are going into slavery according to the Bible, man. Our adversaries pursuing to Psalm 83. You know, when you get the chance, read Psalm the 83rd chapter, man. It'll let you know who our adversaries, who our enemies are. Adversary and enemy is the same thing. It says, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, everybody who has plundered and pillaged and stolen our land, you know, taking our resources, forwarded our affliction in our neighborhoods, giving our people alcohol and cigarettes, just keeping them in a low on a low vibration, man. You other nations gonna have to pay for that because y'all getting rich off of us too. While we surround y'all in our neighborhoods poor as hell, man, paying rent, paying for natural resources. What the Lord say, verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. That goes into the kingdom, man. That is where we be restored and healed, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Because the nations, like I said, nations don't give a fuck about us, man. Especially Esau, Edom. They don't give a damn. So what must we do? We have to turn back to the Lord, man. And don't depend upon them. Put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and endure it and wait till he get back. It's the book of Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. And it reads, and he that overcometh, being who? The elect that overcome what? This world, all right? The hour of temptation goes into the mandatory implementation of this CHIP, the MOTB. It says, and he that overcometh my works unto the end, which is this truth, this ministry, to him will I give power over the nations. This is the end, man. The end. All right? The Lord says he's going to give the elect power over the nations. So, vocab, how do you explain this? This is in the book of Revelation. You talking about everybody gonna be in harmony in the kingdom, man. No, the scriptures say the elect that overcome and keep the Lord's works unto the end, because the end is coming. To him will I give power over the nations. That's authority, man. The authority to do whatever you want. You're gonna have someone will be a slave and someone will be a slave owner in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. This is red letter, so this is Yahweh Shah speaking, man. This is declaration of the end. This is how the end is going to come. Because once the end is here, the kingdom is here. And we ain't got to worry about these nations no more, man. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. Peace, salutations, blessings, respect, and love to all you sincere Akim out there scattered to the four corners of the earth, pushing the ministry of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai in these last days, and all truth and sincerity, and all you sisters who have been listening and learning. And Lord willing, humbling your souls. Again, like I said, this is Brother Lawyer with GMS Wisconsin. And until next time, I say, Shalom.